How do I get started on the path to recovery from sex addiction? What's up, you guys? Today we're going to talk about the how, H-O-W, of how to get started on the pathway to sexual addiction recovery. Hey guys, I'm Tyler, your Wandering Therapist. I'm excited to be here with you guys today. We're going to talk a little bit about the basics of sex addiction recovery and how you can start on that pathway with a simple acronym. Today we're going to talk about the H-O-W of getting started on the path to overcoming a compulsive sexual behavior, and in the process, if you're in a relationship, the beginning steps of how you can also begin the process of healing and rebuilding trust in your relationships. So let's jump right into it. Our first letter is H, humility. I have to have the humility of knowing that I have a problem before I can go to work on it. I have to also show up with humility, meaning that I'll do whatever it takes, that I understand that I have a problem, it's a big problem, and that it's my responsibility to overcome it. And I also have to admit that those things inside of me that are causing me to do whatever I do sexually are things that I can confront because they're opportunities for my growth and change, and not because they necessarily define me. So when I'm acting from a place of humility, it allows me to see my life in the process and context of growth instead of defining myself as simply just being a failure. So the first thing is humility. The second one, O, is openness. This is a necessity for the recovery process when I'm overcoming any type of an addiction or compulsive behavior. One of the driving forces that goes along with an addiction, it's almost paired up like a twin sister, is secrecy and hiding and isolation. If I want to get better in my life, I have to bring things from below the surface and put them above the surface, and I need to keep them there. That's going to come through openness. I need to develop a team, a few people in my life where I can continually bring out the openness as things want to go back below the surface, and I need to commit to being, first and foremost, an honest person. I have to be honest with myself and with other people if I want to get better at anything in my life. The principle of honesty and openness is something that leads to joy and vibrance in living if I can establish it as a way that I live and as my way of being. So come out of hiding and commit to yourself that you're going to stay out of hiding even when things feel scary, which they will. It's not very fun to be able to go to someone you love, like your spouse, and tell them that you had a relapse or that you have this problem, because there is real risk there, and because you might hurt them or because they might leave you. But the truth is that you can't be everything you want to be without first and foremost being an honest person. So come out of hiding and commit to staying out of hiding. And then the final thing is W, is the work. We have to submit ourselves to effort, to the right kind of effort over the long haul. Work is a principle that was designed by God to help us become better people. Work is something that transforms us. It allows us to become stronger. It allows us to grow in confidence. And when we submit ourselves to the right kind of work, it's the vehicle that changes us, not only in our hearts, but also in the outcomes of our lives. It's the way that we actually get to our goals. And so I can wish and hope all day that things will get better, but until I'm willing to put in the work and the right kind of work, the right effort, nothing will ever actually change. So can you show up in your life with humility, knowing who you are in God's eyes, both strengths and weaknesses, and as a result being willing to go to work on yourself? Can you submit yourself to living a life full of openness? Come out of hiding, stay out of hiding, bring things from the surface, and allow yourself to be seen, which allows you to then continue to grow. And then can you be willing to put in the work? Whether that's 10% in the tank today or 100% in the tank today, can you give what's in the tank, knowing that that's going to be what transforms you and helps you to grow into the kind of person that you ultimately want to be, and that ultimately God needs you to be. If this is helpful to you and you're looking for a way to continue to grow in your pathway of recovery, I'd suggest you check out our free course at lovestrong.com, the Recovery Kickstart course to get started on your pathway to healing from addiction. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you found this to be valuable for you, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you're facing particular struggles that you need help with or roadblocks that you're running into, please submit a question. I'd be happy to answer it for you.